YouTube, what it do? It's the voice of the South, Q Smitty, back at it again with a long version video. Finally, man, listen, I know you've been watching my shorts and stuff, wondering when the hell I'm gonna post on the actual page. But listen, I'm finally back here. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. I ain't even got to tell you all that because after you hear my story, you're going to want to like, comment, subscribe anyway. So, story time with Q Smitty. So, today's story is about how my voice changed. Before we get into the video, I got to go ahead and introduce myself. I am Q Smitty. I am a radio personality on the #1 best R&B station, 98.7 Kids, the best R&B. Now, I don't go by my nickname Q Smitty on the radio stations. For all my listeners out there, you know my real name, and I need you to just stay tuned. Don't worry, I'm going to reveal it very, very soon. I'm going to be posting some more content on here, but hey, catch me on 98.7 Kiss the Best R&B. All my listeners know that the nighttime is the right time for a kiss. I'm also the voice of the 2022 World Games, which was held in Birmingham, Alabama. Man, I had the whole world hear my voice as I introduced the city of Birmingham, the Iron City. We are Birmingham. We are Birmingham. Yeah, man, that was definitely me. That was a great experience. I want to talk about that later on down the line as well. But tonight, I really want to talk to you guys about how my voice changed. Super duper important on how I got to where I am now, so you guys know the reality of who you're about to go ahead and see more often, all right? As you can hear, my voice is rather deep, rich, quality voice. And, for the longest, instead of people calling me Barry White, I had to deal with the alias name Barry Lightskin, okay? So, for starters, man, we're going to take it all the way back to when I was in my mother's womb, all right? Now, when my mother said when I was birthed as a child, she said I came out the womb sounding like I was 6 months old already, straight out the womb. But now, mind you, as a child, I sounded like a child here and there, but I had those specks of moments when my voice broke here and there. In fact, in the fifth grade, my fifth grade teacher, you know how like in fifth grade they teach you metaphors, similes, and all that type of stuff. She used my voice as an example. Even then, I guess my voice sounded deep for it to be, a fifth grade student or whatever. She said my voice is as deep as the ocean. Now, at that time, I couldn't really hear it. It would go in and out. Like I said, I was a child and stuff. So, let's progress over to the age of 13. Now, that's when I started hearing a little change in my voice. You know how you hit 13, fellas, you know what time it is when you turn 13. And the erection is on 24/7, your voice is changing, you got bumps on your face, you're trying to deal with the body odor, trying to figure out whether the degree is good for your underarms or if you need to go ahead and secretly use women's deodorant. Don't tell nobody I do that. But by the age 14, my voice officially changed to the depth that it is right now. Now, mind you, at that time, it was deep and it was uncontrollable, meaning that I had a deep voice, but I didn't know how to talk in a higher octave. Like I would talk just like this all day. Like I didn't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like with great power comes great responsibility type shit. So my mother, when she heard my voice change like that, she was awestruck. Like I won't ever forget it. One morning I woke up, talking how I talk now, and she looked at me and she was like, uh. Hey, if you know my mom, that's exactly how she talks, okay? So she was a little worried. I'm not even gonna lie, because there's not really too many deep voice men in my family like that. You got a couple of heavy voices in my family, but not at the depth of mine, right? So she decided to take me to the ear, nose, throat doctor. So the first ear, nose, throat doctor, he did his examination and everything like that. This is when I went through that crazy little procedure that they got to do to check your vocal cords and all that stuff. Now, listen, man, this is the most uncomfortable feeling ever. What they do is they take this microscopic camera, right? First, they spray your mouth with some like numbing spray or something like that, so you don't really feel the camera going down your throat like that. Pause. And so they take the microscopic camera, they stick it inside your nasal cavity, go up your nasal cavity and back down into your throat to where they can see your esophagus, your vocal cords, and everything like that. And then they tell you to make some noises. They say, go, to see how the, vocal cords are moving, to see if there's any polyps on it or anything like that, or any lymph nodes. And there was nothing. It was fine. So they said, all right, everything is good with your son. He's cool. But, just to be on the safe side, if you want to, we can refer him to, the big dog ear, nose, throat doctor. So they had to take me to a bigger city so I can be able to see a different ear, nose, throat specialist just to get a second opinion. So I go there. We do this procedure all over again. I'm just like, come on, mama. Like, this is really who I am. Like, this is really my voice. And so the second doctor, he said the same thing. Now, the second doctor put me on game on how to actually use my voice, instead of just always being like, you use certain notes like E, 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 right? So when I first did the test with him, I sounded like E. He was like, go up a little bit, make it sound a little bit more pleasant. And I said, E. Now, mind you, when I did the E, the first time, my vocal cords were collapsing like this. They would do like that, right? But when I said E, my vocal cords, they started flapping like that. And he was like, there you go. That's how it's supposed to sound. But he was also telling me, listen, there's nothing wrong with you. You're totally fine. This is your voice. It's a beautiful voice. You just got to know how to use it. With great power comes great responsibility. That was the kind of vibe that I was getting from him when he was telling me this story, just telling me this thing, all right? But, from 14 all the way up, man, I went through the trials and tribulations of having this deep voice, being called all types of names. I've been called the first 48 dispatcher. I've been called the gangland disguised voice. I've been called Mr. Allstate, Barry White, Michael Clark Duncan. Listen, I got some monologues in my bag. At this point, man, I decided to go ahead and start acting because of this, and you'll be seeing some more content from me soon. But yeah, tonight I just wanted to give y'all like a quick story time on how my voice broke. This is my voice for real, for real. And just be on the lookout, man. I got some great stuff coming y'all way. So in the meantime, in between time, keep it cool and keep it smooth.